Well, good morning, you cheeky tinkers. It's Sunday. Let's take a look at what's going on in this dystopian nightmare. This plague island with its clouds of piss and rivers of shit. The formerly Great Britain. So Garrygate continues to amuse. Now, if you're not up to speed on this, the nuts and bolts of it are this. The illegal migration bill, which seeks to break the law by reneging on international agreements that Britain itself constructed, was published last week, and BBC Sports presenter Gary Lineker criticised the government for using language not dissimilar to 1930s Germany. Then the right-wing press went after him, saying, "But he's calling us Hitler, but we're not Hitler, though." Which is sort of like you warning your mate, like, "Oh, you're very controlling with Tina. Just watch yourself, yeah? Because that sort of thing isn't dissimilar to how Ted Bundy started out." Your mate going, "What? But I haven't even killed her yet." Now, predictably, all your favourite mediums of tedium were quick to showcase their own political neutrality by poking their beaks in. Rant Michael Green Shapps pretended that Lineker's criticism of the government amounted to support for criminal gangs. Robert Jenrick pretended Lineker was out of step with public opinion. Your favourite idiot's favourite idiot, Betfair Benton, pretended Lineker directly compared the Nazi killing machine to the bill. I say pretended, right, but language is important, so no, what all of these were lies. Lineker wasn't supporting criminal gangs. He didn't compare the gas chambers to this bill, and the public do support him. So 0 out of 3 there, lads. Cracking result. Anyway, the whole thing blew up when Lineker's cohorts and colleagues stood up for his right to free speech, given he's not news or current affairs, and this was all on his private Twitter. But also in a nod to refugees, who this should all really be about. Because the bias has been obvious, from the days of Mateless being pulled off air for criticising Dominic Cummings, to the defence of Stanley Johnson only breaking his wife's nose one single time. Oh, what's the big deal? He hasn't even killed her yet. But probably the most oft-repeated example of the broadcaster's double standards was in relation to his ex-Politics Live host, Andrew Neil. In fact, this guy really nails it. Oh my God, seriously, how come when Andrew Neil shared his opinions he never got into bother? But I tweet calling him a caviar comb-over cunt one time and get a 24-hour ban. The shit's ridiculous. But seriously, Andrew Neil was a senior BBC news figure and yet concurrently edited The Spectator. So what exactly is the rule here? You can express your political leanings, but only if you publish them in Gaudi 12 font. Anyway, match of the day, pulled. Football Focus, pulled. Final score, pulled. Michael McIntyre, unfortunately still on. Now we're on day 4 of this shit, and we're sort of approaching Cressida Dick's last days territory. We've gone from talk of Gary Lineker stepping down and he should resign, to Lineker chaos piling pressure on BBC chief. "I won't quit," says BBC boss. Like, nice one. You've completely lost control of your brief. You've made yourself and your Director General look like tap-dancing tossers. You've made yourself and the government look like 1930s Germany more than ever, what with the state stepping in to crush dissenting voices. And all to placate the sensibilities of a political party that will always ideologically hate you, whatever you do. Nice job.